Alright guys, hello and welcome to my Lmaoona, Iowa monster review. She is, last time I checked, the #1 ranked monster used in PvP, which means she is an absolute menace, an amazing war pick. She's really got a lot. She was one of those monsters just like Galvanus who came out and you didn't really expect to be a big hit like she was. And just like Neridia, it's weird how this always happens. So we have Lmaoona, Iowa, a magic monster from the Galactic era. So, Lmaoona once rescued Captain Copperbeard and gave him a new life. So when Copperbeard found Astronite, he knew that the first monster in his crew who deserved to transform had to be her. Thanks to her new powers, Lmaoona Iowa will play an important role as ever in the crew of the Curse of the Cosmos. So that is Captain Copperbeard's, space pirate crew and whatever. Alright, so pretty cool lore, nothing we didn't know, but I'm really excited to get into what this monster can do, but more like how she does it, because what she can do isn't really special in itself. Well, actually, I take that back, but let me just show you. So her finisher, we have Portals of Nanzion. Alright, deals moderate magic damage to all enemies, applies Mega Stun, Curse, and a random negative status effect. Alright, so if you could find, like, maybe you land, on these area random positive status effects, like a positive effect protection, and you do your Cold Blood moves, maybe you manage to do this with Cold Blood, but if not, this is just a pretty good AoE finisher. The fact that it doesn't apply Cold Blood before it attacks is pretty bad. I really wish it did, because, just a normal AoE stun or Mega Stun isn't really that special without setting it up, but her skill sets would lead into this nicely. So yeah, random negative effects isn't that impressive, but it can be very deadly, as I've learned. Mega Stun and Curse. Without further ado, let's get into her trait. Alright, so I have rank 0. We have Anticipation, her most important trait by far. This means, any monster that does an infinite extra turn, you're going to get a turn before them. This is just perfect. She really counters a lot of the monsters in the PvP meta, like Omni-Crab, Shadownia, Light Voltaic, because they all just rely on so many extra turns, and she can completely stop them with Denial, positive status effects to your team. Like, you'll see, she does a lot. Then at rank 1 and 2, she just has single immunities. Immune to Possession and immune to Freeze. I'm kind of upset that the rank 3 trait isn't just immune to Control, because then you're just immune to Possession and Freeze, but not Control entirely. But it's pretty good, and then it just, like, compounds into immune to Control. So she only has 2 traits and 1 status caster, but they are so powerful that that's all she needs. She has trait Anticipation and trait immune to Control at rank 5. And immune to Control is just amazing. Immune to Stun, Freeze, Roots, Fear, everything but stamina removal and cooldown activation. And she has Stamina Relic, so the only thing that can stop this monster is cooldown activation. And when you're an Anticipation monster, meaning when they do their extra turn, you have to have a counter for them, it's really important that you can't be denied. So this is super powerful. Area of random positive effects, it is really good, alright, because a lot of times you'll just land, like, the perfect positive effect. Something they did is, like, in the positive status effect and negative status effect pools, they took out a lot of the fluff, so now you just have really powerful stuff in there. Like, Megaton and Pierce are in the role. No more, small gust of wind doing healing for any OGs who know what that status effect was. Alright, so you just have pretty good stuff. So Lmaoona Iowa, without further ado, I'm very excited. Let's get into her skill set. So yes, I already fed her to level 100, gave her runes. I had to, rank her up in the rank up survival dungeon. So, without further ado. First we have ICU, deals low magic damage to one enemy, applies blind. Alright, so spammable with 15 stamina. Not worth running over her other moves, but, soft denial. Then we have Voodoo Needle, removes all negative status effects from itself. Spammable, okay. So if you were really into, like, self-sustaining, this could be pretty good. You just spam that sustain on yourself, and then, they trigger 2 turns. So let's say you have a ton of dots or you're possessed. Boom, you cleanse off yourself. Next turn, you can cleanse off your whole team because she does have skills like that. I can see the good in it. Then we have Borrow Vision. Deals moderate magic damage to one enemy, applies blind and possession. Alright, always kind of counterintuitive. I hate it when monsters do that, I'll be honest. Because, if you possess them, you don't want them to be blinded. But if, so it's really about if you land one or the other. You hope you land possession, but it kind of nullifies the effect of possession when you're blinded. So yeah, there's that. It's spammable as long as you have 35 stamina. Then we have Lmaoona Arise, alright. Removes all negative status effects, applies a random positive effect to one ally. So for 1 turn cooldown, 36 stamina, you can kind of like every other turn just give them a random positive effect. Usually you'll think about doing this to your Megaton monster. Just boom, boom, you get evasion. Boom, you get Megaton reapplied. Boom, stuff like that. Positive effect protection. So maybe, I don't know. I think she has a random positive effect move to all of her allies. So I'd just say don't run that just because of that. Here's an amazing move. Removes positive status effects from all enemies, applies a random positive status effect and an elemental protection to all allies. This is just great. Now I will say it's incredibly steep at 57 stamina, 4 turn cooldown. So both of those are on the extremely high end, but it's very worth it. In one move, you can boom, get rid of all this positive status effects and land super OP ones on your entire team. Plus a random elemental protection. Now elemental protections are some of the weakest status effects in the game. I don't think they're going to serve you any real use, but for what it's worth, it's just an extra thing to add. Then we have our hearts linked. Alright, applies cold blood to itself, does possession, deals low magic damage to everyone, and then removes cold blood from itself. This is just amazing. So on a 48 stamina, 3 turn cooldown, it is pretty steep, just like the rest of her moves. She is a very high value monster. You're going to be doing big moves on every single turn, so you're going to be paying big prices for it. Applying cold blood, then doing denial and removing it is the closest this game has to offer to Pierce Denial. Alright, so no matter what, you could have a Uriel the Great behind, 2 taunt Megataunt monsters, and she can walk right past them and possess him. It is an amazing skill. Cold Blood Denial is just a super powerful mechanic. Sadly, she only has one move like this when it is one of her most powerful gimmicks. But yeah, expensive, but for what it's worth, this move could change the tides of the battle. If you go first, they thought, oh, I have my Megaton monster to protect this monster. No, you go right past them and possess them. So, great move. Then we have Eye of Loa, removes positive status effect from one enemy, applies blind and a random negative status effect to all enemies. Alright, so 45 stamina, 3 turn cooldown, once again, very expensive, but this time you're just doing the cleanse, soft denial to everyone, and then, random negative effects can land very well. I can't wait to show you in the match, because random, like, RNG effects is really hard to just talk about, easier to show you guys. And we have Undead Mojo, 60 stamina, 4 turn cooldown. That is like the highest you'll see on average for anything. So this move better be great. Deals moderate magic damage to one enemy, removes all negative status effects and applies a random positive status effect to all allies. Okay, good. So I thought this was her only move that did that. No, she also has this move. Alright, so a cleanse to your whole team plus random positive effect in that order. So let's say you had a nanovirus, it'll remove the nanovirus and then apply your positive status effect, which could be like triple damage, it could be Megaton. So this is really good. It does a little bit of damage. I will say she's not really a damage monster, so don't even worry about it. But yeah, my thoughts on this monster is that she is absolutely amazing. She is really like someone who you don't want to run up against in PvP, because she's got a counter to so many things because she's so random. She's immune to control, so you can't deny her. She has anticipation, so you can't just infinite extra turn, destroy her. She has access to some of the most powerful talents in the game, like Kirdar's Horn and Tyrant's Ideas. Kirdar's Horn is really going to be your main one with her, so that even if they deny you before you get that extra turn, right? Actually, I don't even think that's possible. I think you might run Kirdar's Horn just for the team support, because she can't even be denied, because if you trade disable her, she doesn't have her anticipation anyways, so she's over. But yeah, she can just hold the Galactic Era talents, which are really powerful, funnily enough. But yeah, she's just an absolute menace, and I can't wait to show you her in PvP. So without further ado, what do I want to do here? Do I want to... No, I'm just going to replace you entirely for our... She's only level 100. Alright, Lmaoona, Iowa, level 100 monster review and PvP. Let's go. I'm also using Prospero the Great because, he's just fun. And, King Autumn. So, let's see. Alright, Inheritor, Poseidonia, Xiao Long. I don't know how I forgot his name. He's so infamous. Alright, so did you reflect yourself to death? Oh, wow. So he did his strongest attack and died for it. So look at this. This is what I love to see. Alright, So we see how they have true vision. We see my ally is absolutely torn apart. He gets one turn in, he's dead on the spot. So what do we want to do? We want to cleanse all his status effects away. So we are going to do Undead Mojo, moderate damage, cleanse to the whole team, and random positive effect. So let's see what we land. Boom. Alright, we got light protection. Pretty bad. I don't know how... Oh, okay, so the positive status effect I got there was light protection. So that landed and it was pretty useless. Alright, I got evasion, but sadly he was able to do his skill. What do I want to do here? I am going to possess you. Alright, and let's see. Will she attack her allies? As I said, this move can be like a match changer. Sadly, she doesn't. Boom, you're dead. Ignorance is bliss. Alright, he's not too much of a threat once that whole, absolute zero is done. And sadly, we lost that one. Yeah, that was pretty bad. But she's like the #1 monster used right now. So I gotta tell you, it is mostly on defense because it really trips people's attack teams up. But yeah, she's an amazing monster to have in PvP and War, just fun to use. So yeah, let's keep playing. Weakening Bite. Alright. Boom. Alright, they are just really tearing into him, so I'm going to do the same thing I did last time, where I cleanse off my ally and then random positive status effect. Alright, so, and you always want to be careful with who you attack, because they could have reflection relics. Alright, and now we are going to, boom, 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 do this one, to buff our attacks and give you Sandstorm, which you are super weak against. No, Quicksand, because Sandstorm itself is pretty weak. Alright, so do I kill you or do I heal myself? We know King Autumn is a pretty violent guy, so we're just going to kill him. Alright, boom. You're going to attack to no avail because he has a photophobic shield. How did he heal that much? Oh, I forgot that AoE also heals. I love it. Alright, so what do we want to do here? We want to give ourselves another random positive effect. So what do we land? Maximum life increased for you. What did I get? Alright, just 3 protections. I do gotta say, I hate that random protections are in the positive effect wheel, because they are such a scam. But with all that being said, I still won this match. Alright, so we finish him off with our big move, and boom. Match, set, and won. Alright, so I gotta say, I really enjoy using her. She is just a very, hard monster to counter, but also a hard monster to use. So, it's kind of just... she's so unexpected to be this powerful. Because she doesn't have trade disable or a lot of things you'd think she needs. She's all over the place. So what do we want to do? We could cleanse. Ooh. So here's a good situation. I'm pretty down right here in a positive status effect. So I'm gonna do Steflar Callow and hope I land a good enough positive status effect. Maybe I land evasion, light protection, space-time? Space-time is perfect. Alright, thank goodness. Phew! Alright, so you see, that's a perfect example of it coming in handy. I actually landed the perfect protection I needed. Alright, so now we are just going to... Darn, he's behind a Megaton. Alright, so... Boom. I definitely want to cleanse that off so that I can do just an AoE. I'm gonna do Immune to Tortures. Going to... Removes all negative status effect. We want to cleanse away from you, so boom, total blind lands. Blind, minor blind. Alright, they can't do any damage to me, so I'm not too worried. Oh, plus I have 2 anticipation monsters, so that light voltaic is completely screwed. Alright. I forgot. I was about to say, why isn't light voltaic tearing me apart? It's because, and it's not just thanks to Prospero the Great, we have Lmaoona, Iowa, who's actually an anticipation monster who, as I said in the meta, light voltaic, she shuts them down completely. Alright, so I'm going to do this AoE, just finish you off. Alright, you obviously come back to life. Boom. Boom. Now we all have bleed, we all have another dot. I want to cleanse off my whole team. And, do another random positive status effect. This is what I like. You're not just cleansing off your team, you're also giving them the chance to land something really powerful. So look, I landed Taunt. No, King Autumn got taunt. She got double healing. And what did Prospero the Great get? Darn, die. No! He had to do another turn. Alright, so, yeah, Light Voltaic is just completely useless right now. No, he dies. That's pretty bad. Then we're gonna, boom. We are going to random positive status effect, cleanse away from them. What do I want to do? Cleanse, boom. Death countdown on Light Voltaic is absolutely perfect. As I said, randomness can either work in your favor or it won't be that useful, but it is never going to be useless. So boom, we land a perfect positive status effect, no, negative status effect on him. Every turn he does just gets him closer to his own death. So boom, cleanse off, him and my team. No, Lmaoona is dead. Wow. And right before that, what did I land? Anticipate. Oh my god, of course. I gave Anticipation to King Autumn as my last move. Alright, so cleanse. Boom, Nightmares kills. Alright, another match won. Let's keep playing. This was a perfect showcase, though, of her biggest attribute being that she's an anticipation monster. She can counter infinite extra turn monsters, but also a good showcase that, monsters with evasion, behind. And I don't know, because a dodge area monster should be no problem for her gimmick, because she can go, right past and possess them. But he was, he had evasion. So, death countdown. So we're going to have to hope I land something good here. Boom, cleanse. I got Cold Blood. Interesting. I can Cold Blood deny Cthulhu with my Mega Stun skills. That's actually not a lost cause. Alright, what are we going to do? Sadly, you have Megataunt, so I'm just going to boom. Well, you have Megataunt, but you also have evasion. Boom, Nishant Spiral. Darn. So, man, is he also running my King Autumn strategy? Nishant Spiral, yeah, funnily enough, that's exactly what I run on mines. Cleanse, alright. Boom, he attacks. Darn, she's dead, but she comes back to life. Can I pull this up is the question. I'm going to cleanse from them. Positive status effects for us. Alright. They are pretty hard to fight. Oh no. We died. I do want to see, though, if she'll die to her status caster. So recharge. Boom. Ah, darn, she cleansed it away last second. Alright, so I want to get out of here before I die. Oh, actually, no, good, I died. I was about to say. And I think with one more match, that'll be it for this video. Oh, and we got easy, guys. Alright, so I'm going to do random positive status effects, or I could possess their main attacker. Fruitaster, who is the biggest threat, is immune to possession, so I cannot possess him. So we are going to apply blind and hope he misses. So let's see if this works. Boom, blind and death countdown. Alright, boom, you do some pretty big damage, but it's nothing I can't recover from. Then boom, Fruitaster gets a turn, Rotten Bananas. Yes, he missed, he died, countdown killed him. Oh my god, that was just flawless. Alright, and now, boom, everything is kicking in. I'm gonna kill you myself with the quick shuffle. Alright, and yeah, another victory. So with all that being shown and said, that's about it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider leaving a like. It means a lot to me and it helps this video in the algorithm. Do you like this monster? Do you think she's good? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm a bit iffy on her because she is ranked #1 used in the top 100 PvP players. So she has to be good, but she can be really hard in execution. I think she's the perfect team war defense monster, the perfect PvP defense monster. But I honestly don't know if you're going to be able to use this monster in PvP very well, because she works on a lot of like bluffing and scaring your enemy out of doing something. And, when you're using her, it doesn't really work in your favor as well, just hoping that RNG works. So with all that being said, that's about it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe to join the Crab Army. We are this close to reaching 400 subscribers and surpassing my good friend Abrago in subscribers. So come on, guys, let's do it. We are on the final, push. And yeah. Oh, that's why I love her design. It's so, like, unique. It's very stylistic. Like, it looks very Mardi Gras meets like Voodoo Doll. But yeah, that's about it for this video. Hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it helpful. Hope to see you in the next one, and I hope you have an amazing day. That's about it. Your favorite Omni-Crab, signing out.